Hey Briarwood, my name is Brian Winterstein. I serve as your global missions pastor. It's been a joy in this ministry. I'm coming to you today just to share a little bit about Faith Promise Ministry. Faith Promise Giving is for global missions above and beyond the Lord's tithe. This is where you prayerfully and sacrificially make a pledge before the Lord that if God were to entrust these resources to you this year, you would give it to His causes around the world through church planting, evangelism, discipleship, training and equipping indigenous pastors. This is what Faith Promise is all about. Trusting God above and beyond the Lord's tithe to make a pledge specifically to spread His gospel to the nations. Currently at Briarwood, we support over 275 global missionaries each month. In addition to that, the Faith Promise also funds our local congregations to the Hispanic community, to the Japanese community, to the Korean community. All these ministry endeavors are based right here in Birmingham, trying to reach those various language groups at their heart language so they can worship Christ.
My name is Kotaro Hamamatsu. I'm deeply grateful for the Faith Promise you pledge every year as the pastor of the only Japanese congregation in Alabama.
Participating in the Faith Promise is a great privilege for you and me to proclaim the gospel and expand God's kingdom on earth.
Because of your Faith Promise, countless Japanese people that had never opened the Bible before could hear the gospel for the first time, and their lives are being changed for eternity.
Because of Faith Promise giving, the Korean congregation was able to spread the sound word of God to the Korean community in Birmingham for 30 years.
If it had not been for the Faith Promise sending one missionary to my neighborhood in Japan, I could not have lived as the child of God who could receive God's love and hope for 30 years.
This has been a commitment of Briarwood Presbyterian Church since its earliest days. In 1964, the first Faith Promise offering was given for world missions. And at that time, the offering was just over $300 for the year. Now, fast forward these many years later, and annually, this church is giving through sacrificial ministry of Faith Promise, giving over $2.7 million each year to the cause of Christ to spread the gospel through the nations. And now I want to urge you all the more to keep on going, to keep on serving Him, to keep on doing what you've already been doing. And even more, to include even more of our members to participate in Faith Promise. Let us seize while the opportunity is there for us. Let us continue to give. My prayer is that currently we've got about 50% of our members who make a Faith Promise pledge. I'm going to be mailing you this week in the mail the Faith Promise pledge card. Would you take that out and as a family pray over this card? And we're asking that this year, more than 50% of Briarwood families would make a Faith Promise commitment that would honor Christ and continue to spread His kingdom all around the nations. Thank you so much.